All right, good morning. God bless you guys. It is Throwback Thursday, June the 30th, 2022. It is 9 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's with Miss Miko and Senny J, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Good morning, guys. God bless each and every one of you on this glorious day. The chat room's wide open. Please call in 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live, iHeartRadio, radio.com. Thank you so much. Distributed by Comedy World Network. Please download the Comedy World Network app. We truly appreciate you guys. This morning, you could Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the links come up. Very easy show to find. Thank you so much. Come on in and join us. We're going to have a great show this morning. We're on YouTube as well. Go to our YouTube page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Like and subscribe to the page. You get notified when we go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., 9 a.m., each and every day, Monday through Friday. Also, we were on all social media platforms. Good morning, guys. We appreciate you. We're on Facebook this morning. Please go to our business page, like the page. You get notified when we go live once again. And join our group, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team group. This way you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Miss Miko, God bless you. Good to see you. Good morning. And how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. Good morning, everybody. All of our listeners. Good morning, everybody on Facebook world, YouTube, and all of our affiliates. It feels good to be here on this Throwback Thursday. It's your girl, Miss Miko. I'll be bringing you Miss Miko's tip, front page news, locally, nationally, globally, and in the hood. So you want to stay tuned for that. Right now, the weather in Bethlehem, PA, where we are broadcasting live from, it is 64 degrees, going to a high of 87. It will be sunny. Same thing, NYC, where you at, my peoples? It is 72 degrees higher, going to a high of 88 today. So it's going to be a warm one. So you guys stick around with us. You want to be with us, the only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right?
Okay, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. So listen, guys. God bless you, Miss Miko. Are those folks in the chat room?
They are in the chat room.
All right. Well, good morning, guys. Miko, let's give the listeners a round of applause. Let's clap for these guys. Thank you, guys, and please like and share this Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All right, so everybody was out and about. We had a great show yesterday. You can turn your thing down. Miko got her whole phone on.
Sorry, y'all.
I hear myself.
It's one of them days, guys.
I'm like, who is that? Who is that? That sounds that good.
And I'm telling you to turn it down. It's my phone.
Exactly.
I got the nerve.
All right, so Miss Miko, we're gonna jump right into this thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was big news, guys.
Heavy news.
Right, real heavy. So here, let's go to ABC News and let's start the show off like this. Let's go.
We do begin tonight with singer R. Kelly, sentenced to 30 years behind bars after his conviction on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. Prosecutors accused him of leading a criminal enterprise of managers, bodyguards, and other employees to recruit and abuse women, underage girls, and a teenage boy. Accusations swirled around him for decades, and authorities believe for years his actions were protected by his fame. Then in 2019, in the TV docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, a number of alleged victims came forward to publicly accuse him of abuse. Arrests followed on charges in Illinois, and in federal court, Kelly held without bail for nearly 3 years now. At today's sentencing, several accusers confronted the former superstar, the judge calling his abuse calculated and carefully planned for 25 years. ABC's Stephanie Ramos leading us off tonight.
After decades of sexual misconduct allegations, tonight, a federal judge in Brooklyn sentenced singer and convicted sexual predator R. Kelly to 30 years in prison.
This is a significant outcome for all victims of R. Kelly, and especially for the survivors who so bravely testified about the horrific and sadistic abuse they endured.
The one-time music superstar faced life behind bars after a jury found him guilty in federal court on 1 count of racketeering and 8 counts of sex trafficking. The trial lasting nearly 6 weeks, with close to 50 witnesses testifying against Kelly, more than half of them alleging abuse, several represented by Gloria Allred. You've called R. Kelly the worst perpetrator that you've pursued. Why is that?
He recruited fans of his, targeted them, intimidated them, indoctrinated them, threatened them, sexually assaulted them.
Federal authorities looking into the years of accusations after the explosive Lifetime docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, in which dozens of accusers alleged the singer had abused them. Kelly did not testify at his trial. Tonight, one of Kelly's accusers relieved.
I never thought that I would be here to see him be held accountable for the atrocious things that he did to children.
And the legal fight for R. Kelly isn't over. His lawyers say he didn't speak during the hearing today because he still has a pending case in Illinois. His lawyers also say they plan to appeal his verdict today right here in Brooklyn. David.
Stephanie Ramos leading us off here on this Wednesday night. Steph, thank you.
All right.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos
All
here.
right,
Thanks
all
for
right.
checking.
All right, wait. All right. See if they're back online. I think I knocked everybody off.
No, they're on. I see them, and you guys put a number one in the chat room.
I think I might have knocked these people off.
Let me see.
Let me see. Okay. All right. I think they should be back. Put a number one in the chat room if you still see the show. Put a number two if you don't. All right. Miss Miko. Put number one if you still see the show because I knocked something off and I put it back on.
Sean over here moving, guys.
I'm over here
Messing
doing
with
it.
stuff.
Yes. All right. So, good morning, guys. We truly appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you so much. Everybody say good morning to each other. We're in the building. All right. So, guys, this happened yesterday in the afternoon, I believe. I thought R. Kelly was locked up already. I thought they already sentenced him.
No, he was in jail.
I know he was in jail. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know. I thought he was already sentenced and in jail.
No.
I know he was in jail, but I thought we did this already. So the man apparently has been in jail for 3 years already. So the Pied Piper is going away for 30 years.
I bet he wish he could fly now.
That's right. Well, he'll be real. He gonna do the real bump and grind in a minute. This is today is a great day. I mean, you know how I feel about this whole R. Kelly situation. Before we move on and go on to what else we got to do here, that's I think more important. But this is a man who, just as they said in the news report, Miss Miko, used his fame. He used his fame and he recruited. He used his underlings, his assistants, and the people around him who also should go to jail as well. Because they know what he was doing.
They already flipped on him. They working with the prosecutors.
Okay. All right, so there you go. And then they charged him with racketeering. They charged him with and guys, what's your opinion about this R. Kelly thing now that he's sentenced? They charged him with racketeering. The racketeering is like with John Gotti, like the mob. Like racketeering is they linking all crimes into one bunch.
Yeah.
And the feds socked it to him. And not one time, R. Kelly hasn't said nothing. Like, R. Kelly's sitting in court not saying a word. And it was weird that his attorney said yesterday, Miss Miko, that he had to take, because they asked him, what did he say? And he had to take a moment to process it because she goes, he has a limited ability to comprehend with his reading skills. But I think that you would have a liability to reading anything when somebody just 5 minutes earlier sentenced you to 30 years in jail.
Yeah.
This is a great day. Everybody, boy, DJs, what are you going to do now? Are you still going to play the music?
That's an interesting question. That's a good question.
Now with liquor involved and feeling good, do we still play the R. Kelly music now that he's convicted? And not only that, he's really on tour. He has to go to Illinois and face charges over there. So he's getting a combo. His cases are not done yet. He has multiple cases in multiple states. I think that they should just give him 50 years. And Miss Miko, if you don't mind, find out how old R. Kelly is. You're a perverted, disgusted man. Every time folks called in, like Leonard Roy and even comedian Mimi Simpson called in from Chicago, and everybody said how perverted he was. They knew how perverted he was. Like the locals, people in his neighborhood, people who knew him that was real close to him, knew that this was a sexual predator. They knew it.
He's 55 years old.
Oh,
Shawn.
you're done.
55.
Damn, you old as hell.
He younger than you. You got the nerve.
Damn, you 55, bro?
55 years old. Damn.
And you, my friend, will have to go away. This is essentially a life term.
Yeah, he'll be out in 2049. That's what Princess
2049. Who said that?
Princess.
Oh my God. I won't be here.
Wow.
Today is a great day. Today, what did he do? He made women call him daddy.
Narcissistic.
Very, very narcissistic. He was such a horny, perverted
Who
dude.
knew all of this was going on? We had no idea.
Had sex in studios and had dungeons and
Peeing on women.
and peeing and then we also talked about how he was sexually assaulted as a child. So a lot of that his behavior stems from his childhood, Miss Migo, which is valid. But at the same time, when you become a certain age, well, I know you can't help yourself, but you know right from wrong, bro. You know that what you're doing is criminal. Now, we could always go to the parents, because they was criticizing the parents through all this whole fiasco. Why would you allow your daughter to be around this man? Right. And a lot of these parents, did you get caught up in the fame of R. Kelly? And you wanted your daughter to be a singer,
but at 14, they was allowing her.
So parents, you have a part to play in this too.
Yeah, that's what Kwani said. Them parents need to be charged for selling them young girls.
Yeah. Parents, you have he did a criminal act, but parents, I'm not going to have my 14-year-old daughter go across country to Chicago in some dungeon because R. Kelly's saying I could make her famous.
With no grown man. But my whole thing is, where's dad? I know moms sometimes, they're lenient, but usually dad be on the little girl's behind.
Yes. And that plays that's another question that should be asked. Yeah, where's dad? Where's stepdad? Where's the father figure?
Right.
Like Mike Raspy said yesterday, where's the father figure? What's going on with that? So I think collectively there's a lot of finger pointing here. And remember at the special when the mother and the father was banging on a warehouse door saying that my daughter's in there, and the cops said we can't do nothing about it?
Yep.
Well, the federal government did something about it, my friend.
He going down.
You going away for a very long time. I don't think it comprehends with him. Because it's very interesting, even though they said he has pending cases, he don't want to say anything. I think if anything you should say is at least say I didn't, even though they got proof. Say you didn't do it.
But you know what, Shawn? Was it me or did he seem very nonchalant when the verdict was read? You tell me I got 30 years in jail, I'm passing out. I mean, he just seemed like, okay. It was a weird reaction to me. I don't know.
They had his reaction in court?
Yeah.
Well, now back to my original question. I'm going to take a break. I got to sit down. Do we still play the R. Kelly? Is R. Kelly music still on YouTube? Guys, are you?
Let me see. I'm going to check.
Guys, are you? What do you guys? What's your thought now? I mean, before like some DJs was like, "Yo, I'm still playing it."
Princess said he playing 12 play all day.
All right. Well,
I said Princess. I said he playing 12 play.
Put a number one chat room if we should still listen to the R. Kelly music. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on that? I can't play R. Kelly.
Yeah,
music.
he's definitely on YouTube.
He's on YouTube.
Entire albums is on YouTube. Absolutely. Yep.
Right. Because they're gonna keep monetizing.
He's definitely on YouTube. I know he was removed from other platforms like Tidal and stuff like that, but he's definitely on YouTube, which is crazy. So what are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna still do "Step in the Name of Love" when that comes on at a party?
I love that song. Yeah, I love that song.
Step in the name of
guys,
love.
what do we do? I know we talked about this before we move on, but what do we do, guys? Really, do we? When the DJ plays the music and the liquor's kicking in and everybody's having a good time and that step song coming. I can't play none of this. I can't play none of this. I can't play none of this.
That was my jam, though. But can we separate the man from the crime, the music, the talent?
Well,
can we separate those two? Yeah, man.
For a man that couldn't read. Keep talking. Keep talking.
He was genius. Like, so you guys, what do you think? Can you separate the man from the actual talent that he has? Are we gonna stop listening to his music? Are we gonna stop stepping in the name of love? What do you do at this point, at this crossroad? Are we gonna Bill Cosby him and totally X him out of everything that's going on? Put a number 1 in the chat room if you still listen to R. Kelly music, regardless of what's going on. Put number 2 if you're like, you know what, I'm done with R. Kelly. I need to know. This is crazy. Lakeisha Berglund said, why now it was played during the nonsense.
Said what? She was saying what?
Why now it was played during the nonsense. Lakeisha Berglund.
I think R. Kelly music will be Senny. You know, they gave the feds gave R. Kelly 30 years. And he still got to go.
Goodness.
He still got to go. He still got to go on tour. He got to go to Illinois and Minnesota. He's not finished yet with the courts. Now he's got to go down to the state levels. The feds hit him with racketeering charges for 30 years. No, I don't think he gets any parole. I think he's got to do the 30 years.
As he should.
But Senny, the question was before we move on. The question was, do you think that some of the parents and the parents or stepfathers or stepmothers have any part to play in this as far as allowing their children, their 13 to 16-year-olds, hang out there with Mr. Kelly because Kelly promised fame and fortune for their beloved daughters, and then their daughters wind up in a sex den? Senny,
brainwashed.
Do you think that? And then remember, if you saw Surviving R. Kelly, Senny, there was 2 parents, right, Miss Migo? Mom and dad was banging on Kelly's warehouse studio, saying they knew their daughter was in it. Matter of fact, the daughter was in there.
She was,
and she didn't want to come outside. I'm not joking about it. And Senny, everybody, Senny's here. Do you think that the parents have a part to play in all this as well with the sexual predator?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, sorry, y'all, I was walking. There is some extreme, is that a naivete on their part? But, if they honestly thought that stuff was going on there for, musical purposes and everything like that, I mean, how can you really fault them? But your child should be coming home. Like, there should be, I need to know how long they're going to be there. Can we hear some samples? Like
something.
They got some samples, all right.
Yeah, R. Kelly was paying them parents too to keep quiet. I definitely believe. Yeah, he's paying them parents.
I mean, definitely, if you're whoring out your kids, you absolutely have
do you think
a part to play in it. But if you honestly didn't know, but then you did find out and you tried to do what you needed to do, then what can you really do with that?
Do you think that some of them knew and just didn't care about their kids?
Probably.
Now we are, and on this show we talked about it before we walked in. See him, let's just say it again. Like Leonard Roy and a few others have called him from Chicago, saying how perverted this man is, and how nasty he was in the neighborhood. Today, or yesterday, this verdict went down, Senny, and Miss Miko. The question is, again, we'll revisit the question before we move on. Do we keep playing the music?
Yeah, they're going to keep playing it.
But he's convicted now, 30 years.
Princess said, y'all watch the sex tape, so
I've
why
never
stop playing the music now? Y'all watch the sex tape and listen to his music, so why stop?
But, Ms. Miko, do you feel a certain way? Okay, Ms. Miko, if you're at an event, two-stepping, and then all of a sudden they throw that R. Kelly joint on, That Step in the Name of Love. The DJ blended perfectly in. Segue right into there. You feeling good. You got your one drink, outfit looking nice. You looking good. You cute. And that R. Kelly come on. What you doing?
I may be stepping, Sean. I ain't even gonna hold you. I may be stepping.
Miss Miko,
it's feel good music, so I may be stepping.
Miss Miko, ask me that question before.
Mr. Harvey.
Yeah.
We down at the Iron Mule, the after party from a comedy show.
All right.
And we got hot sauce on the 1s and 2s, and he's spinning, he playing. You know, we feel good after the comedy show.
Not Miko going in with the mess.
Yeah.
Not you walking into Harvey's house.
Go ahead.
We feeling real good after the comedy show. And he just don't want to step in the name of love.
Well.
So what you doing, Mr. Harvey? You running out the building?
Nah, I'm getting my step on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm stepping. I think I'm stepping.
I'm getting my step. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But why, Cindy, why do I feel? Why do I gotta say sorry after I say I'm getting my step on?
Because you know it's wrong.
I gotta get my step on. I got to.
I almost got caught up at his wedding. And I said to Sauce, why would you do that, bro? Like, you didn't
Sauce
even
played
need
at the
to-
wedding.
Yeah, but she was dancing.
He played Happy Feet.
Yeah, but Cindy was dancing. I go over there.
People,
Yeah.
whatever it's
but
called.
you know what, Miss Miko? Cindy was dancing. I'm like, look at this.
Neighbor over here.
I did a quick 2-step sway type of thing. It quickly ended once I realized what was happening. It's muscle memory.
Oh my God.
Cindy,
I was very hurt at that point.
Cindy,
Very hurt.
you at the party? Same thing. Iron Mill. Matter of fact, we had the Iron Mill July the 10th. Y'all come on out. Cindy, Sauce, and Sauce is well documented. I'm gonna call him in a minute. Sauce said he's playing R. Kelly music.
Yeah,
you know,
he says he doesn't give a damn.
he doesn't care. Cindy, Sauce is playing the music. Are you? What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna go to the side. I'm gonna go chat it up.
So what if you're dancing with a dude and you feeling this guy, and it's a good look, and y'all on the third date, you even smashed, and you bringing him out. You know, Miss Miko, you know when in any relationship we bring out that person for the first time because we're very confident, and you know, in the relationship, in this new relationship where we bring them out for the first time. Cindy, you bring out this man for the first time.
Yeah, bring him out.
He's fine as hell.
Yes, Sean. Speaking of
It's about to go down.
It already went down. it already went down.
So annoying.
And then he's laughing at the comedy show. He's like, he's your guy. This is it.
It's my guy.
And that R. Kelly come on, he knows all.
What's up, brother?
Sauce, wait, Sauce. Everybody,
Morning,
hot
hot
sauce.
sauce.
Sauce, you're on
Hey,
the
hot
air.
sauce.
You're on the air. You're on the air.
Good morning, folks. Good morning, people.
Okay,
going
so
on?
so we got Miss Miko here, and we have Senny J here, and we have thousands of people listening. Okay, so all right.
Yes, sir.
Now-
Good
now-
morning, ladies.
Okay.
Hey.
Sauce. Okay, the verdict came down yesterday. We already know how you feel. I want to know if you changed your mind, whatever. The verdict came down. R. Kelly, 30 years, Fed time. I put you in the scenario, Iron Mule, right, Miss Miko? Sauce, we appreciate everything that you do at the Iron Mule. You always have people dancing. Sauce, are you going into that? Are you going into that R. Kelly crate, bro?
Absolutely.
Sure said.
Absolutely.
Do a zebra got stripes? Absolutely.
Absolutely. All Kelly's in the building.
Now, City, remember when it all went down about 6 months ago or whatever, and Sauce called in and shocked us all with, hey, I'm playing this music. Even played it at my wedding. Even you two-stepped about 5 times. You caught Cindy on the R. Kelly movement. She did 7 steps and then stopped.
I caught her slipping up.
No doubt. So
I was upset.
Sauce, as a DJ, and you DJ every weekend,
Right.
and you control the music. And even he's been convicted, Cindy, by the feds. This is not the state. He had to go to U.S. courthouse down in Lower Manhattan, CJ.
Right.
This is where the U.S. district attorney is, and you know this is a whole nother level. You got to do all that Fed time. Source, he's just been convicted 30 years. They even had the young ladies, some of his victims even speak, and some of the women advocate lawyers speak, and even the U.S. District Attorney was pleased with this. They was going to give him 25. I guess the judge added another 5 years. So it's even after all of this, and he still has to go to Illinois and Minnesota.
That's right.
He's still on tour. So it's even after knowing all this, you still rocking that crate?
I'm gonna still play his music regardless.
And why, Source? Why?
The music, you can separate the man from the music. The music has nothing to do with what he's done.
Thank you.
What he created already is already there. And that's how we recognize him for what he already put out.
Okay.
We shouldn't stick on of what he done.
All right, I got it. But Source, don't you realize that? And listen, I'm gonna dance. I say it publicly. But Source, you ain't got no fight with me. But Source, or Miss Miko evidently. But Source, a lot of his music was created amongst these criminal acts. They call it racketeering. They charge him with the John Gotti crimes.
Right.
They made a plethora of charges and put it in a balloon, Senny. That's what that racketeering is.
They make an example out of him. They are.
Source, a lot of his music was made while he was doing these criminal acts. That doesn't mean anything? Because you say you want to separate the man from the music. I get it. But I don't see how you can. How can you separate the man from the music when a lot of his songs that we're dancing and singing to, his inspiration was sinister. Sinister.
I guess if he had done something personally to me or to a family member, you can't support that because why would you? Because the music, I guess you'd say, drawn, the family member into him.
Right.
Music have a way of making people do things.
Now,
I get it. Just like dancing. I get it.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Senny, he brings up a good point. How would that, say if, unfortunately, there's victims of R. Kelly's crimes, right, Senny? And what if the victims go to a relative's house or a friend's house that they're close to and they hear that R. Kelly music pumping? You think, Senny, what, Miss Migo, it's a victim goes over somebody else's house, another family member's house, a little party, and that R. Kelly's pumping. Wouldn't that cause a disruption in the relationships with your family members or friends?
You know what? My thing with the victims, and I'm in no way trying to downplay what they went through. I'm sure they went through some traumatic experiences. But I feel at this point it's a money grab with the victims. I'm sorry I said it. I know they were probably, brainwashed and beaten up and stuff like that. But when I see them giving their victim impact statements, there was a girl that was with him since she was 14. It seemed like it was more of a money grab because she was like, yeah, because I got a song coming out, so stay tuned for that. Let me find her name.
Now, Source, before I'm going to talk to Senny about this, but Source, okay, so it's a fine line with this, Senny J, because if this was someone's Source that you loved and they were a victim of the R. Kelly criminal act, then you would have a different perspective on it. That's where I'm going with you with this?
Right.
Right. Now, all right. Now, okay. But since it doesn't affect you or anybody around you, then you don't have a problem with it.
No, I don't.
Okay, now, Senny.
Music moves me.
Right. Now, Senny, I use the word polarization all the time. So, Source, my whole thing is this. Even though I'm going to dance to the music, at the same time, as Senny, I might be contradicting myself.
It's simple.
It might be like I do sympathize with the victims.
No,
but
You don't. Because
I don't think so. I do, City.
Because what happens
I
is
said the
every time.
but I got to step.
You don't have to step. Definitely, what this is a clear case of cognitive dissonance. It happens with us, people, many things. Despite the information that is put in front of you, because of your interaction, a lot of people, it's a psychological response. You want to remove yourself kind of from the situation while still at the same time, it's like an extreme form of rationalization. You can't separate the man from the music when the man is, what he's doing is inspiring the music, and he's using the music. That's why he was, that's why they hit him for racketeering, because you're using that avenue as a way to be a predator. So there's no way to separate the two when the two are completely intertwined, and that's why you're doing what you're doing.
Senny.
Because if you was just a regular dude on the street, it would be harder to do and harbor the things that the sinister, insidious things that you're doing to people. And the fact that we continue to play the music and say, oh, well, blah, 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 you're not sympathizing with the victim. You're completely smacking them in the face.
So Source.
It's period. That's what it is.
So Source, when they put the racketeering in there, they're saying because you took the music to commit your crimes, they throwing it all in there. So when you say, and others, and like I said, I'm gonna dance. When you say, I think when they throw the racketeering in there, they want to eliminate. Yo, we gotta separate the man from the music.
And you're doing it internationally.
The racketeering, it negates that. That's it. There's no, you can't separate the two. That's what the feds are saying. Listen, don't. Hey,
and that's what he did.
Of course. It's listen to me. And then it goes back to
and using the money from his sales to pay these people, pay his assistants, pay the bodyguards to all be complicit in what he's doing. They're all bad. Everybody, this whole entire empire is disgusting.
Now, Senny, now
and
that you said,
the fact that black people want to scream from the top of their lungs when black women are sitting here again getting abused, but nobody cares because they knew what they was doing. Continuing to downgrade black women is disgusting.
Source. I'm gonna step, but I'm gonna step very gently. Go ahead, Ms. Miko.
Now, on June 28th, R. Kelly is engaged to his girlfriend, Jocelyn Savage. Now, I think you guys remember Jocelyn Savage. She was one of the young ladies that was actually with R. Kelly when everything was happened. He met her when she was 16. So according to all hip-hop court documents, said that Savage revealed that she was engaged to the singer in a letter to the judge pleading for leniency ahead of his sentencing. Last September, R. Kelly was convicted of racketeering and 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, and he was sentenced yesterday, June 29th. Savage added that she is not the victim. The government portrayed her to be in the letter. She wrote, "My relationship with R. Kelly is amazing. Robert is the best thing that's ever happened to me. We have a very special connection, and I am deeply in love with him. I still support Robert to this day because I love him, and I always will be in love with him." She continued, "Robert is not the monster that the government has described him to be. The Robert I know is very sweet, gentle, and kind. At the end of the day, he has always made sure that I'm taken care of and any other women he was with as well. Robert and I are deeply in love, and it breaks my heart that the government has created a narrative that I am the victim." She adds, "I am a grown woman. I can speak for myself. There is no coaching, which is why I wanted to provide this letter to the court. I respectfully ask that the court take my words into consideration when sentencing the love of my life, Robert Kelly. He is a great man with a great heart and deserves to be home with his loved ones who are ready to support him." She describes Kelly as an all-around incredible person. She also claims that he takes any opportunity he can to help those in need. She also added he's very determined and focused on his goals, and the things that have been said about him and me and other women being held against our will is absolutely untrue. It is a complete opposite of who he is and what my relationship was like with Robert. And that is from Jocelyn Savage.
Well, thank you so much for reading that, Miss Miko. Now, Source, let me ask you a question. We're gonna let's clap for DJ Hasso. Yeah. Source, can I ask you one more question, brother?
Absolutely, I'm here.
Yo, Sauce, when you get into that R. Kelly crate, right? How do you navigate through that? What's the first joints what song do you play and then you navigate into that Kel's crate? I don't want you to tell all your secrets on how you DJ and play your music, but can you take us down like a little R. Kelly? Like how do you do that, brother?
Well, it depends on the crowd.
Right, go ahead. We're listening. We're listening.
Like if I do a lady set, then you will play the slow music and go from there.
Right.
But when you partying, you playing party music. You're not playing something that's gonna whining and bumping and grinding, as he called it.
Right. So say everybody's on the dance.
I play the two-step music.
Oh.
The party music.
Right. And what's now? Go ahead. I'm listening.
No. Go ahead.
So at what point do you? While everybody's stepping and everybody's doing their thing, at what point do you blend that R. Kelly in there, my friend? Let us know that. Like, what song are you playing? Are you playing just a up-tempo joint? And then do you slide that R. Kelly in there, player? Tell me how you do it. Tell us how you do it, brother. Tell us how you keep us on the dance floor. And when you, what's the R. Kelly song that gets the most reaction on the dance floor, my friend?
Step in the Name of Love is really a birthday song because he's utilizing it as a birthday. Somebody's birthday here tonight. That's how the song starts.
Now you reciting the lyrics.
Singing.
So we gonna celebrate somebody's birthday.
Let the DJ talk.
You start two-stepping.
Right.
You grab a partner.
Yes.
And you cut a rug on the floor.
Right.
And then you go into Joyful People.
Woo.
You still talk about people getting together.
Nice.
Everybody's happy. All right. Come on now. Backyard party.
Whoa. Smoke.
Come on, let's keep going.
Whoa.
These are all party music. I'm not playing something like, oh my God, look at it, he's seducing us.
There's so much other music though that you can play, son.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm playing all the party.
So Miss Miko,
don't you agree that you can play something else and nobody would miss it though?
But Senny, Michael Grassi said you can't separate the man from the music, including all his music, the ones that he has written, produced, and collaborated with other people. Are you shutting down those other artists too?
Yeah, take all it off. Take it all off.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's a good point too.
Yeah, Michael Grassi, that's a great point.
So Senny, you might be dancing to a R. Kelly written song and don't even know it.
Wow.
He wrote songs for Michael Jackson.
So many people.
Wow.
So many people. Beyonce.
Wow. B? I didn't know that.
Cancel all the songs he wrote.
So,
just like they took down all the Cosby Show, take down all his songs.
So Senny says
I'm sure
take
we have plenty other music to listen to.
So Miss Miko, say if a Source hired you and he's playing in your backyard. Mm-hmm. Nice day. Mm-hmm. You got about 40 people over there. Mm-hmm. Senny and I there as well. Mm-hmm. And we turned up in your backyard. Mm-hmm. Hookah's out there, your husband making those wings. Mm-hmm. And that backyard party, so let's throw that backyard party on. Are you getting your dance on?
Yeah, I may be feeling it, yeah.
I will too.
I'm gonna feel it.
Now, Source, as a DJ, as a professional, if someone hires you and they say, hey, don't play the R. Kelly song, obviously you're not playing that, right?
Now, are you paying me not to play R. Kelly?
Yeah, say if someone say, hey, listen, I got $1,000 for you, but you can't play R. Kelly. We're not doing none of that. Are you okay with that?
I got to respect it.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Let's clap. All right.
Shout out to High Source.
All right, shout out. Source will be at the IMU July the 10th, to Ray Gordon. We're going to be in the building again, just a few weeks away, Summer Madness. Source, we're going to leave you with the last word, man. And let's clap for DJ Hot Sauce. He still said the same thing he said before 6 months ago, Senny. He rocking that R. Kelly. Let's clap for that.
Yep.
He don't give a damn about no racketeering.
I'm not clapping.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Source.
Now, before I sign off, I just want to say, what about the parents who accepted the money if allegedly he offered them?
they're wrong
want to
too.
step up and talk about, oh, he did this to me, but it was okay when he threw that $500,000 down. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing a big number out there because I knew it was a big number. It wasn't no small number. But when the parents accepted the money, allegedly, that he gave, they didn't say nothing then. They could have dropped the dime on and say he tried to bribe me with money and kept the money and then still went on with it. But they didn't.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of we talked about. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of finger pointing here. No doubt.
Open it and stand outside, or go in it. It's two sides.
Yeah, and the parents, they should do an investigation, and those parents should be held responsible too. Everybody involved in this was doing horrible things. Everybody, the bodyguards, the assistants, the car driver, everybody that was complicit is horrible and disgusting.
Senny, R. Kelly should have came over with some McDonald's.
I can't take it today.
All right, Sauce, man. Come on, Sauce. Where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, DJ Hot Sauce. Also, you can find me on Instagram, DJ Hot Sauce, as well as Twitter, DJ Hot Sauce.
Come on, let's clap for him.
And you can find us every month at the IMU. Once a month. You can also find me at Muller's on the weekends, and I'm available for you.
That's right, Hot.
I in my drinking days, I used to.
Oh man.
I used to use the bathroom in Muller's, Mr. Migo, in my drunken stupor. The problem was I wasn't in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
I would pee on the dance floor.
Oh my God.
And Senny's had her episodes at Muller's as well. All right, Sauce, man. Thank you for your time, man. We appreciate you.
Hey, ladies, it's always a pleasure.
Bye,
Sauce. Talking with y'all, seeing y'all. It's nothing personal. You know, we all family.
We love you, Sauce.
Don't try to
We
smooth
love
it
you,
over.
Sauce.
He's right. He's being honest and sincere. He's still fair. You don't
I
want
might have to hit that unfollow button.
you're not gonna support Hot Sauce?
Because just like you said,
My brother, you're not gonna support him?
I mean,
Are you serious right now?
But it makes me look at you differently.
Are you looking at me, Tamiko, and Sauce different right now?
Yes, because of your viewpoint.
Oh, really?
Yes, it lets me know.
Oh, we going in judgmental zone?
They're not trying to amplify black women voices.
Are you serious right now?
Senny.
Oh, wow.
It's the generation, bro. That's all.
So wait a minute. So later on today, it's going to be an ad friend when I go to Senny J's Facebook page?
No.
Thank you. All right, so God bless.
Yo, Princess said.
I know this is a touchy one for y'all.
Senny, Princess said he would pay Hot Sauce $100 to throw on Fiesta after you all hennied up and just watch you dance.
I love that song.
Who doesn't love Fiesta, man? Oh, my God.
Watch you dance.
I won't do it. But there is a lot of them. I get it. I get because you know what? Music, it's like gets in your soul and it takes you back to a time when you hear it. Most people remember music with a memory. So that's why it's so personal to people. But I think that, we need to stop, the idolizations of people and things. It really needs to stop.
Ms. Miko, what are they saying in the chat room? Are they saying anything?
Yep. So Ginger Snap Gibson said it's not fair to the other artists. They had nothing to do with the scandal, and they paid R. Kelly for whatever songs.
Okay.
So cancel R. Kelly's song, but everyone else, let them live.
Oh, well, there you go. Senny has a more radical approach to it. I say,
Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart.
Even the songs that he wrote.
Even the songs that he wrote.
That other artist sings.
Because his estate is still gonna get money from that. He's still profiting.
Who else? Anybody else saying anything?
Are they freezing all of that? Like, what's going on?
We need to find that out. What else?
Yeah, I want to know.
Princess is just riling her up. He said, Senny, there's something in your eyes, babe. Senny be right.
Senny,
It's Raleigh.
Senny, stop the resistance and jump back in this R. Kelly train
But
because
it's nothing. It's nothing for him. It's not hard for me because.
Whoa! That's been a problem.
Hard, sis.
That's been happening with you for a minute.
Because I don't want to. I don't want my mind to be, enveloped with something like that. I don't want any part of it.
All right.
Ugh, gross.
All right.
R. Kelly.
Listen. Harvey is still stepping to the name of love. Listen, we be right back. 30 seconds. We're gonna shout out the room.
HIE Entertainment. We're about business.
She got me back in love again. She made me feel like she's my best friend. She got me back in love again. She made me feel like she's my best friend. I never thought that it would happen, that I found myself losing my true love. I thought that this was gonna last forever. I guess the love took just a wrong turn, until I found this angel from heaven, with a smile that brightens up the whole place, with an attitude that's so sophisticated. That's why I had to have her, 'cause I know she got me back in love again. One more time, she made me feel like she's my best friend. She got me back in love again, She made me feel like she's my best friend. I'm glad to have a woman like this, that made me feel just like a new man, from dating all the women around the world. So I guess she is the one to change my game plan, but I don't have no problem with the changing from the bad to the good ways. They say good things come to those who waited. I'm happy to be patient. Now I'm good. She got me back in love again. One more time. She made me feel like she's my best friend. My best friend. She got.
All right, Marky 3, back in love again. We truly appreciate you guys. It is 56 minutes after y'all walk back. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's Senny J and Miss Miko, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you're enjoying the show this morning. Put a number 2 if you're not. Senny, what's going on in entertainment? What the hell is going on now? And it's a beautiful day. Let's clap. It's a beautiful day out. Let's clap for that.
It is a really nice day outside.
Shout out to Mother Nature.
That's hilarious. We got to question Mother Nature now in the times that we live in. Is she really a mother? Is she what's her gender?
No.
Mother Nature is not Mother Nature no more.
I guess not. Actor Clifton Powell has come out in an interview, and he was talking about his son's relationship with Sasha Obama. You guys know who Clifton Powell is? I didn't know who he was until I looked him up. He played in Ray and was his manager, I think. And he played in a couple other things. But he did a recent interview and he spoke about his son's relationship with America's former first daughter. His son, Clifton Powell Jr., has been dating Sasha Obama. The two have been spotted out together. However, it's not known the official confirmation of their relationship when they started dating, but it's been at least a year. During the interview, when asked if Clifton Jr. had come to him for any advice. He said that they've been going out for about a year and it just hit the press right now. He then proceeded to share how his current relationship has helped him with giving advice to his son when it comes to his relationship. He said, "We love the Obamas, but Mr. Obama has a daughter that is dating my son, and I have an opportunity and a responsibility to make my son responsible, gentle, kind, loving, and supportive. The things that I did not get taught. So I text him all the time, and I say, treat Sasha like you would want somebody to treat your daughter."
Who's this?
Sasha and Clifton Powell Jr. met at the University of Southern California after she transferred to the school last fall, and they were photographed together last month, and that's when people started talking about their relationship.
And who, Clinton, let me see.
Clifton Powell. He's on that
know.
TV show Saints and Sinners.
Yeah, no, she's dating his son.
Yeah, his
I'm
son.
about to say, yeah, I know that guy. Oh God, Jesus.
No, his son is really cute too.
Okay.
So they look like a cute couple, and
She's beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Yes, she's really pretty. She's going to school in California, and I think Malia has just moved out there. Malia is actually she's a writer on that show Atlanta, that Danny Glover.
That show was so good.
So I haven't seen it yet.
Atlanta,
I'm gonna watch it on
the Hood
Hulu.
show Atlanta.
Yeah.
That show is bugged out, man.
Is it? It's
season
on
1
FX.
and 2.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
that show is crazy.
I'm gonna watch
You
it.
gotta watch season 1. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She writes on that show.
Yeah, she's a writer, I guess, now for the upcoming seasons
Okay.
now.
Well, listen, it's the natural progression of life. I mean, it just happened to be she's the first daughter of the country. It used to be, and I think do you ever hold on to that title? But the whole thing is this: when folks like this get together and they start dating, boys, of course, there's going to be a watchful eye. And, of course, everybody has to be on their best behavior. You know what I'm saying? It really does. They have to act appropriately. But they're doing the life thing. They're dating. They're having sex. She's in the 20s. We all did it. And
What would
God
you
bless.
say if your son, what advice would you give your son if he was dating a former first daughter?
Oh, my God.
One of the Obama's daughters. What would
man.
you tell him?
I would say the same thing like Clifton. Be on your best behavior.
At all times.
At all times.
mess this up for us.
I'm a text and call every day. Matter of fact, I would clean up my life. I cut all. If I was single, I'd cut all the hoes off. Get me one hoe. I would like live this. I would live this life first.
Right.
And then I would articulate
you say
that.
Like, are you sure you want to do this, son?
First, I have to check my background record first, because I don't want to tarnish my son. I want to make sure I'm good, because if I'm not good, I'm be like, yo, you can't date, because all it's going to come you. The other baby mother, the kid, the dog, So I would have to take personal inventory of me first, right. And then articulate that down to my son. But yes, you would have to be on your best behavior. And whenever the Obamas, but listen, I ain't kissing the Obamas' asses either. We're not going over to the lakefront house when they want us to come over there.
They want you to go to Martha's Vineyard.
We could do that,
a couple days.
but you're gonna have to come over to our crib too. You're going to have to come over to the Harvey compound in Bethlehem.
Now you want the Obamas
you got to come.
They can't make it, Shawn.
No, I know. No.
How you going to feel every time you invite them? Your son is like, nah, Dad, they can't come. They can't make it.
And put my son to work. Put him on the staff. Make my son do something on that Obama train, because they still employ people. Okay?
Shawn coming in with that heavy foot.
That's right. Now we're not playing.
Well, that's right.
And then
Shawn.
me and the president, we could chop it up about sports. I love to talk sports, politics. Wives, cocaine back. Whatever we talk with.
I can't do no cocaine.
No, I'm saying back in the day, he do got weed lips, so he got weed lips. He got weed lips. The president got weed lips, so we're not doing all of that.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's holidays together. Now that I'm thinking about it, do I really want my son to date? I'd rather my son date Young Miami.
Diddy ain't going
put
like
up a
that.
sign that says yes, Poppy or whatever. You're not getting that. What's her name? Sasha? What's
Carisha?
No, what's the Obama's daughter's name?
Oh,
Sasha.
Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha's doing all that.
Yeah, Sasha.
And-
she
and
doesn't need to.
And Sasha,
She's
like,
Sasha Obama.
like Sasha, how's your bed game too? Like, you know, I don't know. I might want Young Miami and Sasha. You really about that turn up life?
She doesn't need to be.
You know, are
Live
you
a
nasty in
regular
bed?
life.
Like, what's going on?
Sean.
How's that first daughter vagina? I don't know. Like a Young Miami, I know what I'm getting from there. You can hear it in the lyrics.
You know what she coming to.
Young
you know what?
Miami, you know what she gonna do because the lyrics are popping.
This is why your son can't have nice things.
I might look at my son and be like, shots of Young Miami. Like, what we doing?
Anyways, so shout out to them. If you look up Sasha and Clifton Powell Jr., they're so cute. He's nice and tall. He's educated. Yes. Y'all do it. Young Black
do
Love
it.
doing it.
Yeah, do it.
Speaking of Black Love, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, you
and
got to
his
chill
estate.
off the presidential vagina. You know what I mean? It's a different way. He got to hit that.
Chadwick Boseman's
When
widow.
he busting out, he be like, "Ban, da, 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 da." Yeah,
cute.
yeah, he busting her ass.
Oh my god.
Da, 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 da. Probably got a picture of Barack in the wall. And he busting.
Yeah, but I mean that's a lot of pressure though too,
No, you
because
don't.
they've already been dating a year. They probably want to know like what his plans are, what he's doing. I'm sure her parents are very involved in her relationship.
Yeah,
like,
he
with
can't.
what's
But he
going
can't
on.
date nobody, or he got to make sure he's on the up and up with this one.
Yeah,
But
and it's like, what are you studying in school, bro? Like, what are you about to bring
It's
to
all
this
right. He'll be
table?
fine. Yeah, look at him. I see him. He got a nerdy kind of look. Yeah, oh yeah, she's cute as hell.
Yeah, she's very cute.
she's like really grown into her look. She's very
Yeah, she's he dragging her around. Dragging that. Supposed to get dragged. Who's the
yeah.
president?
No,
Let me
they're
see. You see a
cute.
picture? Who's the real first man?
So anyway,
Oh yeah.
Chadwick Boseman's widow and the parents are to reportedly split the $2.3 million from his estate that's left. The decision has been reached on what will become of late actor Chadwick Boseman's estate. The Black Panther star, as we all know, passed away on August 28th of 2020 following a long and private battle with colon cancer. According to a report, Boseman did not have a will at the time of his passing, leaving his reported $2.3 million estate to be split evenly between his widow and singer Taylor Simone and his parents, Leroy and Carolyn Boseman. Ledward Boseman, who's his wife, was appointed as the estate's representative in November, but with limited authority. She asked the court to equally distribute the star's estate amongst herself and his parents. Also in the legal documents, she asked to be reimbursed for funeral costs, which included $9,500 for the venue, $10,000 for the service, and $1,200 she spent on the flower arrangements. She also asked for reimbursements from the estate for a $7,500 expense for a mausoleum crypt at the Forest Lawn Memorial Park in South Carolina, and the $22,000 she also paid out to buy mausoleum crypts for his parents, who will reportedly be laid next to him. She shared that the estate totaled $3.8 million, including several residual checks that have come in the mail since. She noted that no real estate taxes due on the estate's behalf, and all California and federal income taxes have been paid. After resolving all of the bills, the estate's value comes to $2.3 million. No other assets have come into the hands of her, and all assets have been inventoried, and no additional assets have been received, although his wife continues to receive and deposit residual payments into the estate and or corporate account. News of his death definitely reignited the discussion around why estate planning is imperative, even for individuals who are not wealthy. His wife and Chadwick began dating before his diagnosis and secretly tied the knot before his death, actually at the suggestion of Denzel Washington. And, Denzel Washington, he worked with Chadwick on Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I still haven't seen that.
Whoa.
I think that's on Netflix. But he said that he had suspected that there was something going on with his health around that time. So shout out to her because she didn't have to do that.
Hold on a second, Senny. Shout out to Marlene Brown. She said she went to an R. Kelly concert live. She said she's listening to that music. Said the concert was crazy. Now, Senny, they split the estate between her, the wife, and the mother?
Yeah, she asked for that they all split it.
And she took care of all the funeral arrangements and expenses.
Right.
Let's clap for her. And then gave mom, it's the right thing. And then she's gonna keep, the residual checks, right?
Yeah.
As they come in throughout, until they run out.
Right.
That's a good look, man. Boy, I wish people can work. I commend this woman for her open-mindedness and her charity, because she could have been a a-hole about this, because she was legally married to him, right? And kept all the money, and money make people do strange things, and their behavior just all of a sudden just changed. And she saw the bigger picture, and she was respectful to his mother and respectful to her husband in passing. And this is a great story. This is something that we all need to take heed and listen and internalize, when people get a will. Yeah. So if you got a will,
how could he not have a will?
You have a will. If you die, you get the bed. We get the bedroom. Get the dog.
And also because you don't want to. And it's so crazy because
other baby mothers becoming involved. They want some money.
We always laugh about my grandmother because she's constantly talking about how she's gonna die, and she's always telling my mom like what she wants to, she knows what she wants to wear when she passes, what she wants to do. Because my daughter's name is Luz, so my daughter was talking to me and she was like, what Grandma said? She said she wants me to read this, this certain scripture in the Bible because it says Luz in it. She said she wants me to read that when she dies. And I was like, I know, but at least I was like, Grandma just wants to get everybody prepared, even though we don't like thinking about that. But she constantly reminds us every day.
But Senny J, my mother does the same thing. She's 90 years old, and she's like, I got my outfit, I got everything, and blah, blah, blah.
Right. It's like
and
the
I'm like,
folders
do
over
we
here.
have to talk about that? Okay, I get it. I said, then one time I was like, all right, Mom, let's talk about it. Where's this? Where's that? Where's this? Okay, there you go. All right, now can we leave that alone now? And then she does it. But when you get in your 90s, boy, that acceptance level is at an all-time high.
Right.
You're ready to go.
They're ready to go.
All right. Well, then
and I keep telling her, I'm like, as healthy as you are, I was like, you can live for like another 10 years.
But now there you go.
And
You put no.
like,
you
why
giving
are
her
you
time.
being so foolish? And I'm like, there are people living to like 110 all the time.
I don't want to live to 110. You ever see them? They're like mummified, and then they lie, but their mouths are still open.
No,
they're in a
it's
wheelchair.
not
They
nice.
start to look like a frog.
No,
That's not true. Look at the two people that are filing for they look good. They're like one is 108, the two former residents from the Oklahoma massacres that are suing Tulsa. They're like 110. The one guy I think is 109, and the other lady.
City, if you
my grandma's only 96.
my mother's 90. Yeah, your mother could get to the century, no doubt. But
she doesn't want to. I feel like.
But like when people get to the century mark, okay, that's a good look, and what an accomplishment, of course. But when people get to like 103,
they look good.
Hold on, when people when people get to 103 and 106. They got that mummified, like they can't close their mouth.
They don't look like that.
I tried to explain to my grandmother like
know,
non-binary and like they and them, and I was trying to explain it
Why
to
are you
her.
explaining that to a 96-year-old?
Because we have a family member that is, that identifies as that.
As what? What it identifies?
Non-binary, right?
Non-binary.
And so
what is that?
She's like, I bought this card for my great-granddaughter, and I was like, well, Grandma, you shouldn't really. And I was just like talking to her about it, and she was like, that's how you know. She said, I don't understand this at all. She said, that's how you know I'm not ready for this world anymore. It's time for me to go. Grandma.
But they always say that. It's weird. They say
because I don't understand this at all.
Oh my God.
It was so funny.
Listen, if I hit in my 90s, I might say the same thing. But again, I'll go
she
back.
doesn't get it.
Before we get to the next story, I'll go back to Yeah, when you get to 100, it's pretty cool. Like you look elderly with steroids. But when you get to that 104 and 107, and I'm not talking about the radio station. those eyelids, you don't blink no more. And that mouth, that rigor mortis is already there.
True.
Yes, it is. Your mouth is open, Senny.
And
the
look
rigor
at some
mortis.
of these Japanese people that are living for like 115.
Even them. Big spot on the face.
No, they don't.
I don't like it.
You're being an ageist right now.
Whatever.
So,
what else you got? I don't
like
and then 107, they're wheeling you around.
Shawn.
Wiping your ass. There's nothing even to wipe no more.
Eric Epifano said, grandmas be adamant about leaving this world.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. They do be. Oh, that's Eric.
That's
hey,
right.
Eric. You met Eric. Remember when he came down to the lounge? You probably don't remember. Eric and Josh.
Is
guys that we came in.
Eric.
Hey,
I remember
what's
him.
going on?
Eric.
Is Eric listening to R. Kelly music?
Eric, we not listening to R. Kelly, right?
Tell Eric to call in.
Wendy Williams.
That's your flamboyant friend, right? He called in before, right? Was that him or is Josh? Which one called in?
No, Eric is definitely more outgoing than Josh. Eric has the one that called.
Shout out to Eric. God bless him.
He said, no, he ain't. Listen to R. Kelly music.
Thank you. We ain't.
Eric, call in. Tell me how your life is.
I'm weak.
Tell me how your life is.
He's probably getting ready to go to work. Oh, what's today? Oh, Thursday. He's not. Wendy Williams is over the TV thing. She is podcast planning now.
Told you.
Wendy was out last night and she was asked about her future plans. She said there's no doubt she's excited about the podcast opportunity and the chance to make some serious cash. Wendy Williams is already putting television in her rear view, having
Hold on a
decided.
second, Say. So when you and Eric are partying, how does that play out? Like when y'all get twisted, do y'all jump around and take your shirts off? And like how does that work?
No,
Eric, when you party, how fast do you take your shirt off?
We're just
Because when I was in my 20s, Miss Miko, I took all my clothes off.
Oh my!
I just started wearing clothes in my 50s.
Sometimes it can
I
happen.
was such a whore when I was 20.
I believe you, Shawn.
Oh my God. It was like Babylon.
I'm sure it was, Shawn.
Chicks putting grapes in my mouth.
Not chicks putting grapes in your mouth. She's putting television in her rear view. She's decided podcasting is a better fit.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny and Miss Miko. Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
This is the flamboyance one.
Hi, Eric.
Let's clap for him.
Hey, Eric.
Eric, what a life you live. Eric, I want to. If I wasn't so old, I would live your life.
Eric, be our word.
I am 57 years old. And Senny, I always say that the young hot body gay guys wouldn't want me. I don't know if my rectum can handle all of that,
Oh
CJ.
my God.
But I swear, if I was in my 20s, boy, I would be chill. Eric, tell me.
In your 20s.
Eric, I'm old as hell.
The old is the new young.
Let's clap.
That's right, Eric.
I might want to hang out with Eric. Eric, tell me about your day, bro. Like, I'm ready for you. All right, let's clap for that.
Shout out to getting the money.
But Eric, when you party, I know you party, my friend.
Yep, I got a bottle waiting actually right now.
What he said?
He said
I got a bottle waiting right now.
What you drinking, Eric?
What are you drinking, Eric?
Wait till I get there.
Eric, it's 8:00 in the morning.
So what?
It don't matter.
I'm drinking Brugal.
Oh, Brugal. That's Dominican
Okay.
rum.
Yes.
Yum, yum. I like Brugal.
Eric, do you go to any of the parades? Senny, I went to a gay parade in Easton a few years back, and it was turned up. And I went to the New York City gay parade back in the day. I used to sell beer at those events. I used to sell beer at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, gay parades, and all of that. Eric, are you running around, jumping around in those gay parades, my friend?
No, I haven't been to any of them yet.
Why? It's time for you to turn up.
Because I work. This money got to come in before the fun.
Okay, so when you get the money in your pocket, when it's time for fun, tell me what's fun. I want to know what's fun in your life. Senny, I don't have Eric's life.
Yes,
I
you
wish I
do.
did. I wish I did.
You go out more than him.
Eric.
Fun is traveling, going to the beach, going out.
Yeah,
drinking.
they just came back from Atlantic City.
Say again?
Right? Didn't you guys just go to Atlantic City?
Yeah. We went for Daphne's birthday. And we're going to Miami in August.
And when you go,
we're going to the beach, Jersey, this week.
and when you guys go down to Josh and Eric, guys, when you guys go down to Miami, how fast do you guys take off your shirts and start like touching your nipples? How fast does that go? How fast does that work?
Them shirts come off on the way there.
Let's clap.
Oh.
Let's clap. Let's clap. Let's clap. Because you know why? You know why? Half of you people that's listening to this show don't have nothing like the sex life that these two are having.
Please don't talk
And y'all
about
sit
it.
there and
Please don't
y'all
talk about
complain, and none of you are busting a nut. But these two over here, they get to Miami, those shirts come right off.
In the car.
Lot of smoke.
You guys are ridiculous.
They sound so happy together.
They are. They're really fun.
How long y'all two been together?
10 years.
Let's clap. 10 years of freaking fun, Senny J. Are you guys married?
No, not yet.
Then what the hell are y'all waiting for?
Well, I like a big wedding, so the venue has to be big. My wedding is gonna be like Beyonce.
Hey guys, can I come to the wedding?
Oh yeah, we can be on a radio show afterward.
Broadcasting live from Eric's wedding.
Hey, you guys can have your wedding here.
It's the space is a little too tight.
Hey, listen, let's put a pause on too tight. And tell me before we're gonna let them go. I know they're both busy.
Yeah, please let them go.
Tell me about your tell me. Are y'all having sex right now?
What's going on?
What's going on in there?
Yeah. Hair commotion over there.
Are y'all having sex right now?
They gotta go.
No, we're not having sex right now.
Tell me about your friends. Like, what's this? Tell me about your tell me about your friends. Like tell me about your friends. Who you guys hang out with? Like, how does that work?
The only person I hang out with is Maya Seneca.
Yeah, they have a small group
and
of
then
friends.
Josh's cousins, and that's it.
Yeah. It's not this big gay lifestyle that you're imagining, Shawn, like on TV. You know, they're regular people.
I know they're regular people, Senny.
I don't know what you think is happening. Do you think like Shawn thinks it's sex and
no, Senny, no.
and a throw of characters coming through every day.
It's just that gay folks who I'm ultra liberal from New York, Senny J. You know that I love gay folks. Gay folks are such trendsetters, Senny. If it wasn't for gay folks, I wouldn't have this stupid shirt that I'm wearing on right now.
What?
It's just the lifestyle and the vision of these folks.
If it wasn't for gay people, this world wouldn't have as much fashion as there is.
Exactly, Senny. All the fashion houses were built by gay folks.
It'll be boring.
What he said?
Okay.
He said the world wouldn't have much style. It'll be boring.
Right. Let's clap. Hey, Senny, I'm telling you, it's true.
Yeah, they do add their own special flair. I appreciate it.
Like, what do you guys still like? Do you guys do date night? Because Senny, my wife and I, we went out last night. It was a typical heterosexual date night. And we went to a restaurant and we ate and we had a great time and we took some pictures and we put it on social media. It's the normal thing that couples do, right?
Oh my God.
Do you got what's date night like? You guys go out to restaurants, eat? No, what's going on with that?
Yeah, we go out to restaurants. Like we go out to different restaurants. We go out to different states to different restaurants.
They go to different states?
Yeah, they like to travel and eat.
Stuff like that.
See, this is what I'm talking about. So listen, we're gonna let you guys go. I know you guys are busy. I want to know some of the restaurants that you guys go to, and I want to take my wife.
A good restaurant is Aberdeen Steakhouse in Virginia. That's a good ass restaurant.
Aberdeen Steak. Senny, write that down, please. Aberdeen Steakhouse in Virginia. These guys are living. They are working hard. They are minding their business.
What?
They're
do
having
other people not travel and go to restaurants?
They're working hard. They're minding their business. They're having great sex, and they're out there traveling.
A great sex part.
He says the great sex for me.
Right.
How often do you guys have sex?
Shawn, what is wrong
Talk
with
to
you?
me. I want to listen. I want to know.
You don't have to answer that.
As often as the world permits.
Oh my gosh, Shawn.
I feel like I'm in a jazz club with the clappers.
Because I love both of you guys' lives.
Bye, Eric.
All right,
Just
all right.
tell him
All right.
we have to go.
All right, we got to go. Y'all
We'll
go.
talk to you later.
Before y'all go to work, y'all go in and make out and have sex real quick, okay?
Oh, we're off today.
Oh, God.
That's why the Brugal is coming out.
Oh, they're off today.
I'll be there shortly.
So like after the drinks and then you'll start making out. That you're just right. It's what a sight, right? What's going on? Senny, have you ever knocked on their door while there was when some action going on?
No, and I hope not. They play it off well.
Let's clap for that.
If they do.
Better good nose. She'd be like, you guys are gonna have fun time?
Yeah, I was like, is it sexy time?
That's what you say? Is it sexy time?
Because sometimes, they go into the room and they'll be in there for a minute. And I was like, is it sexy time?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're just watching a show. We're watching The Office.
Okay.
They're like doing nothing. So.
Okay, let's.
Not with the fantasy movies.
Right. It's not like P-Valley. Or is it? I don't know.
Girls get naked.
No, wait. Let me hear Eric say that one time, my friend. Go ahead, you say it.
Don't hype him up.
Go ahead, say the P-Valley thing again. Go ahead. Everybody quiet. Let me hear him say. He said, down in the valley. Go ahead, do it one more time. Do it one more time, please, if you don't mind. Go ahead, do it one more time. Do it one more time. Go ahead. Do it one more time. Hurry up before I gotta take a break. Do it one more time, my friend.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked. So embarrassed.
All right, let's clap for him, Senny. Let's clap for Eric and John. God, let's clap. One of our favorite couples. Senny, we're gonna take a 30-second break and we be right back.
HIE Entertainment. We're about business.
She got me backing up again. She make me feel like she's my best friend. She got me backing up again. She make me feel like she's my best friend. I never thought that it would happen, that I found myself losing my true love. I thought that this was gonna last forever. I guess the love took just a wrong turn, until I found this angel from heaven, with a smile that brightens up the whole place, with an attitude that's so sophisticated. That's why I had to have her, 'cause I know she got me backing up again. One more time, she made me feel like she's my best friend. She got me back.
All right, we're back, guys. Let's round of applause, guys. I don't know why I left the round of applause. 27 minutes after y'all, welcome back. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Miss Miko, Senny J, only place on earth where you get your morning start. Right, Senny, I think we'll go with some Miss Miko's tips. I think we're. Let's clap for Miss Miko's pink hat today.
Yes.
There she go with the hats.
Y'all know I love me a good hat, y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. They can't see your face at all.
Because I'm tired.
I think
Sean.
that's the
why-
point,
that's the
Sean.
point.
That's
Nobody
the
can
point
see your
of
face.
that.
Can you look at that third camera right there to see? They still can't see your face. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you want to see Miss Miko's face. Put a number 2 if you don't.
You won't.
Senny, give me a number 1, please. Number 1 if you want to see Miss Miko's face. Number 2 if you don't.
Y'all know when you have them long nights and you're just tired in the morning, you're rolling out of bed.
You don't have that problem.
That's what
I
I
have
said.
that
I said,
problem.
She looks so pretty.
You don't have that problem.
I know. You know what?
You and Senny don't have. I got that
I'm
problem.
gonna start wearing a hat.
Oh God.
Every day. I'm gonna wear a.
You
what
got
is
your
it
helmet
called?
on now.
I'm gonna
Big
wear
sunglasses.
a burqa.
Are you wearing burqa?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, burqa. The thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
I'm
she was
gonna
gonna
wear
wear
on
that 2 years ago back in the day. Trust me, for her birthday celebration.
You was about to
Yeah, it was crazy.
convert?
Yeah.
What's his name?
He was already converted.
Look,
She was already.
What's his name, Senny?
Oh, it was a hot mess. Oh, it was so hot.
Mikael.
Oh yeah, it
We're
was.
gonna call her Sister Seneca.
Sister Seneca.
No, he was not Muslim.
He was. He was. He practiced a different religion.
Stop it.
That is the last time y'all will ever know.
Yeah, that's okay.
Beanie Green, thank you for that. She said she's been using the drive slower gas tip that I gave, and it's been working. You're welcome.
Yes, drive
Are
the
you
speed limit.
serious?
Yeah, thank you, Beanie.
Drive
You're
the speed
welcome.
limit, and you
All
will
right.
conserve gas. And did you say keep your tires filled?
Yes.
That's another one.
Yes.
Check the air in your tires.
Yes, now you're tired.
Whatever.
You're not doing none of that, Sean, because Sean got it all.
Got it
Okay,
together.
yeah.
I'm worried about no gas prices. All
doesn't-
right, Miss
he's not
Miko
worried
says,
about
go ahead.
that.
Let's go. What's,
So today,
running around
said-
worrying about gas.
He over there driving to Iowa. He don't care.
Driving to Iowa.
Yeah,
You did?
he did.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's different. That's different. So today, Miss Miko's tip, we're going to take it on the health side. We're going to talk about sodium. Now, you guys, a high salt sodium diet is linked to high blood pressure. It is recommended to consume less than 2,300 grams of sodium per day. Here are some typical foods that contain a lot of sodium that I'm sure many of you are eating. Deli meats. So when you go to deli, you get, let me get a quarter pastrami, let me get some ham, let me get some turkey. It is filled with sodium. Chips, crackers, as you know, they're all salt-based. Most canned foods and soups, even when you're sick, you want to go get that, what is that, Campbell's soup or the tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich filled with sodium. And last but not least, fat foods. So leave the Burger King, the McDonald's, the Wendy's, the Popeyes, the Sonics. Leave those places alone. According to the CDC, high blood pressure is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. So we need to come down on the sodium, people. And that is Miss Miko's tips. So during your 4th of July celebration, I know I like me a good hot dog. And it got to be the Nathan's or the Sbarro, just 100% all beef frank in my mouth. So it's filled with sodium.
Okay, girl.
You want 100% all beef in your mouth?
100% all beef.
All right.
All beef
I got
glizzy.
you. You want a glizzy in your
Going
mouth?
down.
You want 100% beef glizzy in your mouth?
Listen, y'all. I like the hot dogs. So
Okay, Mike.
I
that's
know you
your
do.
wife.
I think I'm gonna fall back a little bit today.
No.
This weekend, I think I'm going to monitor my salt intake. So you guys should too. Just drop a line and tell me how you guys are doing this weekend with your salt intake. And that's Miss Miko's tips.
Okay. Sodium.
Sodium. If that's the case, like we were all eating it like constantly 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Deli meat. Yeah, it makes sense. You know, sit there, it's packed up in refrigerated in this container, and they have all the salt to preserve it. But the deeper part, what?
Mike said, I'm around. Babe.
You said you wanted 100% beef.
Right. You walked into
right.
that
In your,
one.
and you said direct quote in your mouth.
He said, I'm around.
All right.
Hey, he got the beef signal next to it. He's a mess. Like, go to bed.
But Ms. Miko, the deeper question is this. We know, and thanks for your tips. We appreciate you. It's weird, Senny. We know that we inject bad chemicals in our bodies. We know it. I don't know. I'm not gonna bet my life on it. But if somebody came through this office right now and put all kind of sandwiches out,
We're
all
eating it.
type of platters, The whole wheat with the turkey and the ham and the provolone and roast beef and all. We're shoving it right down that mouth, Paul.
We are. I'll be out there 3 times already.
So my whole thing is, a lot of this we know.
Because salt tastes good.
And you bring up another point. My mother, 90 years old, and shout out to Senny's grandmother, 96. Like, my mother rarely cooks with salt anymore for obvious reasons. And the food, it just tastes like, it doesn't taste like anything. And my mother's like, don't it taste good? And, of course, I'm co-signing. Oh, yeah, Ma, you're the best.
Lying to Mama
like,
Harvey.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a COVID victim when they can't taste the food. So my whole thing is this. You share this information and you articulate it as far as, with the information. But can you guys eat French fries without the salt on it? Like, for me, I eat the French fries. Even if I have to put a dab of salt on it, I have to taste the salt. I can't eat French fries. And you know what else got a lot of salt in it? Ketchup. If you eat ketchup, tons of salt and ketchup.
Let me look that up.
The mustard, all of that. Yeah, we got to watch out salt intake. Put a number 1 chat room if you suffer from high blood pressure. Put a number 2 if you don't. Yes, we have to monitor. We have to monitor our salt intake because the blood, the pressure, it'll blow your brains up. Senny, how's your salt intake on a daily basis? What you not for?
Ketchup is very high in
I
sodium.
told you. Listen, welcome
190 milligrams.
Welcome to Harvey's house. You slapper that ketchup all over the place.
And that's about 10% of your daily maximum.
You put some of that salt on your hamburger. 10% of your salt intake right there.
Yeah.
And then you throw down that sugary soda. See, with the syrup. Boy, does it taste good though.
It sure do.
Because we talked about this before. 200 years ago, when we didn't have all these chemicals in our food, everybody was like 100, 150 pounds. You had 2 big guys, 2 big women out there. And the average height was like 5'6", and everybody was 150 pounds. And then now, with the chemicals, everybody's like 6'10" and 300 pounds. Watch your salt intake. Put a number 1 if you're eating a lot of salt and you know it.
Mike, put a number 1.
And you ever? There she go, being a wife. Senny, you ever take salt and just like shaking on food
before you even taste the food?
Before you take, you just banging that salt out. Do you do that?
I try to taste it before I put some salt on it, but I try not to because high blood pressure does run in my family, so I'm used to like them not using a lot of salt and all that other stuff. But I do like salt.
And even us black folks, Senny, boy, we take those grits, boy. We make sure we slap that thing with a whole lot of salt. Oh yeah. The all-American grits.
And then throw some cheese on top of it.
Right. Put more salt. Put it on one chat room if you because I can't eat the grits without the salt.
But what the good thing is that sometimes you try to use other foods to add that. Like if you do grits, you can, if you add the cheese and some butter, the salt from the cheese will give you that salt that you need. Then you don't have to add extra salt on it usually.
Right.
Just start using other foods, or like sometimes when you put like meats or sausages, right? Like when you make like collard greens and stuff and you put that ham hock in there or whatever, or the turkey wings or whatever. The salt from that is supposed to give you that.
But it's not enough.
You don't have not enough, yeah.
It's not enough.
It can be.
But Miss Miko, let me ask you this question because I think that what do you think, Miss Miko, let me ask you a question since you brought up your tips and then we'll get into the news with Senny. We go into the supermarket. Supermarket and food is obviously a part of our lives, and they have different packaging and different selling, methods of food. They have these items that says low sodium, but it's still packed with sodium.
Yep.
So my question to you and Senny and everyone else, what's the salt substitute?
They have no salt seasoning. That's the substitute. It's a no salt seasoning. It tastes like salt.
Or you use other foods, or like the
What's the salt season? What substitute salt?
Or let me look it up.
We don't even have. Is there anything? And this low sodium, I'm not buying none of that. I'm not buying that.
What do you want? That
And how we gonna honestly, Senny? How do we eliminate salt out of our diet? Really?
You just don't.
Who does
eat
that?
it.
Who has
You can't do it.
Who has the discipline to do that?
A lot of people. People that don't want to
here's
be
something.
people that
I
don't
see
want to
it.
be sick. People that don't want to die.
Salt. And it's like eating, Senny. It's like eating a. You ever had a sugar-free Twizzler? It's nasty.
Twizzlers are nasty anyway.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying, sugar-free candy.
The reason why sugar-free stuff tastes nasty is because they put a chemical instead called aspartame. Or there's another one. And those are actually artificial sweeteners that are detrimental to you. And you should not consume things that have those.
So what are we to do, Senny? So they
natural
substitute
sugars.
What are the natural sugar?
salts.
What's natural sugar? What is that?
Natural sugar is like that comes from like honey,
right?
Things that naturally occur in nature, sap, some certain syrup.
You haven't had no sap in a minute.
And you use those instead of the white sugar.
So Miss Miko
fruits.
Miss Miko just showed me a picture of a sugar. Morton's brand makes a substitute
for salt.
I gotta try that because I don't.
You have to just make sure that the substitute is not a chemical that is detrimental to you. Because
there you go.
That becomes the problem as well.
Miss Miko, who got high blood pressure in that whole chat room? Who got whole blood pressure?
Oh my God! Let me see. They not telling their business today. They quiet.
Sean, that's HIPAA laws.
All right, cool.
Yeah, they quiet.
All right.
But
you know who I'm talking to.
Garlic powder is a great substitute for salt when cooking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, there you go.
Garlic powder is good. Yeah.
I said who got high
And
blood
Danielle
pressure?
Williams said pink Himalayan salt, not table salt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how much does that cost, bro? That sound like
a. You gotta get that from like what
Sound
TJ Maxx and Marshalls have that stuff for like $3.99. Yeah,
it's not
get
that
stuff from there.
expensive.
That sound like that already. It sound like it's $12.99.
Yeah, like the actual like rock salt,
Rock salt.
mineral salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better than the bleached down iodized
So,
table salt.
so are you saying that we should have the real salt from like the beach?
Yeah, because it's more natural.
Not the beach salt.
No, yeah, not from the beach, but it occurs in nature. It's rock salt. They get it from a mountain.
So
They
where's
ship
the
it out.
nearest rock salt mountain from here? And do they sell? All right, do they sell it?
Yes, pink Himalayan rock salt
Oh.
from the Himalayas.
So then why all of us are not? Why we not using
Because
it?
Morton's is 89 cents in the
There
supermarket.
you go.
That's why.
And because people don't care, and some people are just not aware.
All right. Well, let's clap. What? Any thoughts in the chat room, Miss Miko? Before we move on.
Let's see. Nairoma says monk sugar is natural sugar. I've never heard of that.
Monk
Nairoma.
sugar.
Monk sugar.
Is that from South? Is that from South Carolina?
It comes from
Monk's
the
going to South
monk
Carolina.
fruit.
Huh?
It comes from monk fruit.
What's monk fruit?
What is monk fruit? What is that? Yeah, you're right.
I've actually never had it, but it's a fruit.
Sound like a fruit that a slave had back in the day.
I don't know where it's found, but it's a tropical fruit.
Mississippi.
South Carolina. The Outer Banks.
What else are they saying?
Let's see. Nairoma says sea salt is good for you.
Sea salt? I was just saying that. You sure?
Yeah,
see,
that
you
comes
sure?
from the ocean.
But you sure that's good for us though?
I'm not drinking no ocean water.
Why not?
No, because that can make you sick. You vomit after that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not doing that.
You can. There is people that harvest regular
Anybody else say anything?
water.
No, not really.
All right, Senny. All right, let's. We gotta get out of here. Senny, what you got?
Going on.
Thanks for the tips, Miss Miko. So please
welcome.
watch your salt intake
I'll post them today.
while I eat this roast beef, Provolone's hero.
With extra mayo.
You know,
And my
see how much salt is in the mayo? Bet there's tons of salt in that thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Remember,
Senny, what are we to eat?
there's lots of stuff to eat.
There's nothing to eat.
There's stuff to eat
There's
without salt.
Senny,
it's
there's
not
nothing
saying
to eat.
eliminate.
88 milligrams.
88 milligrams. It's almost a racketeering charge.
Since it's a throwback,
Well, that's haven't happened for you in a while.
since it's a throwback Thursday, I'm going to tell you about a story. You remember the story I told you about? They were creating a GoFundMe for the gas station manager that put 69 cents instead of 6.99 and caused over $16,000 in damages, I guess. His name was John Cecina. And like I said, he was fired after he said he accidentally set pumps at 69 cents a gallon at a station in Rancho Cordova, California. He said he was responsible for entering gas prices that day and simply got the decimal wrong. His family immediately started a GoFundMe to pay back the $20,000 the gas station lost in the several hours prices were wrong. In just a few days, over $24,000 was collected, but the company said it doesn't want the money. The organizer will be required to post a clear update to keep donors informed. If the gas station company refuses the funds, the money will be refunded. Cecina said he hopes the company will accept the money because it will give him a peace of mind. He has been applying for jobs. However, his sister did update the site stating that they will be using the funds to keep his family afloat while he's looking for other work. However, people do have until the end of this week to file for a refund since the intentions of the original GoFundMe have changed.
Wait, whoa. How much money?
$24,000.
And how much did he screwed up? 16,000. So he's plus 8,000.
Right.
And it was originally to pay back the money that he lost. Right. And now what is it now? He wants to do what with the money?
Use it for living expenses to keep his family afloat.
Right. And folks have until this weekend to get their money back, to get the refund.
To get a refund if they'd like. And then the rest of the money he'll be able to take.
Right. And I'm not going to bet my life on it, Senny. A lot of folks are not going to ask for a refund.
Yeah, I mean, they said that they have had some refunds.
Yeah, they're going to have one. They're going to have a very small percentage, but I think people are just going to say, you know what, whatever, just keep the money. At least he was honest. He's giving people the opportunity. He's saying, hey, listen, I changed the narrative. This is what it is now. And it gives people the opportunity to, pull out, put their money, whatever, make that decision for their money. You got to the end of the week. If I donated $50 and he said that the narrative's changed, Senny J, I'm going to say keep the money.
You're going to let him keep it?
If I donated $50 to this guy and his whole, like I said, narrative's changed, keep the money. I don't care. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go into my, it's like the guy with the McDonald's yesterday. I'm not going to go back into my Cash App or whatever, GoFundMe and file a return report for fraud. I'm not going to do that. And guess what? Here was the blessings. The gas station fired him. He's up $8,000. Okay, let's take away $5,000. And that's a lot. Let's take away, how much? 28. He's going to wind up with $22,000. And I'm taking away a lot of money. He's actually made a profit off you. That's why I said in the beginning, why are you firing him? Right. The gas station company, you could have got your $16,000 back if you were so hell bent with the money, and he made $8,000.
Right.
Yeah. Now I would fire the manager who fired him. Because you're making the business look terrible.
Right. Like, why fire? Like, it was an honest mistake. I don't know. It went on for a long
time.
And
and what did I say before? I said the people who, and we talked about this, Ms. Miko, the people who purchased the gas for 69 cents, you was dead wrong. You was dead wrong.
That was a blessing on them folks.
That wasn't a blessing.
Look at God.
That wasn't a blessing. No, you're right. Look at God. He got $28,000. And you're right. Look at God. He needs to keep every dime of that. Folks, don't refund your money. Let him keep that bread. Let him build from there. He came. It was an honest mistake. And shout out to his daughter who had the whereabouts to use social media to share this story with all of us and the world.
Sister.
I'm sorry, the sister.
Yeah.
Shout out to her because he wasn't going to do it. He was going to go in a corner somewhere and like live the rest of his pathetic life and do nothing.
Yeah.
Now he can go regroup, get a different plan, go out there and work, pay your bills, and get a fresh start.
Mm-hmm. Right.
and you should walk past. You get you a nice little regular car, and go get you some gas from that other people. What else you got?
Urologists are seeing a shocking spike in vasectomies after the Roe v. Wade ruling. The decision to overturn Roe v. Wade isn't just scaring the hell out of people with uteruses, as several urologists interviewed by the Washington Post said they are seeing a huge increase in vasectomy interest. Florida urologists Doug Stein and John Curington think there's a reason. I'd say at least 60 or 70% are mentioning the Supreme Court decision, Curington said, and a few of them have such sophistication as young men that they actually are thinking about Justice Thomas and his opinion about contraception may fall next, because Justice Clarence Thomas said that they should revisit contraceptives and LGBTQ unions. And they said that that's shocking. That's something that doesn't enter into our conversations ever until this week. Los Angeles urologist Philip Worthman saw a 300 to 400% uptick in vasectomy consultations, and Iowa urologist Eskar Guarin has seen a 250% increase in traffic on his website that gives procedure information. Urologists said the increase also happened during the Great Recession of 2008 and at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. When something like that in the news happens, we are to get big bumps, said one of the urologists.
I wouldn't want you to have a big bump.
But he means a bump in the people who, the amount of people who want to get it or have interest in it or, want to schedule a consult, which people should know. It is an hours-long procedure. It is an outpatient procedure, and it is under I think $2,000 or $3,000, and it is reversible.
Why would
and everything still works the same after. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about vasectomies, and that's why a lot of men don't want to do it. They need to be knowing the facts.
What is the world coming to? Are you serious, fellas? I mean, I get it. And even if it's reversible, there's still a chance that they go. This high risk. There's side effects to all of this.
No more riskier than a woman having to have a tubal ligation.
Stop, fellas. You don't have to mess with your body like this. All right, knock it off you. And some of you do need vasectomy. Some
totally safe procedure that they can do and have reversed. Why would you say that? Why would you advocate
because
that?
Because you could take the $3,000 and do something else with it. Let me tell you something. You could donate $50 to the gas station guy.
What are you talking about?
You don't just because
all the problems we have with child support and people that don't want to take care of these kids anyway. Why wouldn't you advocate for men to get a harmless procedure?
Let me know. Let me know you.
And they can live their life and they can go all over the place wherever they want to, and they don't have to worry about nothing.
Let me know you finish.
But it's okay for women to take harmful medications and IUDs and hysterectomies and tubals and all of that. You're for that though, right? Because men shouldn't have to do that to their bodies.
I'm gonna wait till you finish.
Shawn, you like getting Senny riled up.
I'm
just
saying,
coming down, and there you go, starting again with her.
You could have just easily piggybacked on that and said,
no.
You were just screaming the other day about men. We have our role to play. We have a part to play in this, and you should congratulate men that are taking the initiative to want to get vasectomies and looking up information. Encourage that. You over here talking about you don't got to do this to your body.
Let me know you're done.
You should.
Let me know when you're done.
All men should get the snip.
Men.
Snippity snap snip.
Men, if you listen, if this Roe v. Wade reversal of this law has got you freaking out trying to figure out vasectomies and doing all this stupid stuff, what are you stupid? What is wrong with you? You don't have to go to you don't have to go to that extreme, fellas. Okay, you know what you have to do. If you're out of control, what did I talk about yesterday? Look at your finances. How are you going to get this procedure? It's $3,000. You can't even, 90% of the men, they don't even have $3,000 to even do this.
They
all right?
got $3,000.
So knock it off,
or
fellas.
Less. That's like the max. That's like the
max.
$1,500.
Fellas, just control yourselves. It's really just that
Shawn,
simple. You don't
see
have
a
to.
urologist, don't you? Ask him next time how much is a vasectomy.
Senny, I forgot to tell you guys, I was at my urologist the other day.
Cause Sean's always at the doctor.
And
you got a doctor for everything.
Sure do. And Senny, we had the consultation. We talked.
Yeah.
And I got some blood work I got to get for the urologist, right? And we talked about that. I forgot to tell you guys.
Wow.
And then after the conversation, Miss Miko, and it was a female. My other doctor wasn't there. The regular doctor wasn't there. And Miss Miko, she slapped those gloves on and told me to bend over. And took those 3 fingers and put them right up my rectum.
Were you quiet?
Left a little leakage.
You was a little quiet, Shawn.
No, Miss Miko, she tell you to bend your elbows like this, like you got to bend. I don't know if you got to bend. You got to bend your elbows on the table like this.
Oh my God!
You gotta arch your back.
Guys, you gotta bend your elbows over like this.
Oh God!
And now your pants, Senny J, is down to your knee.
Yeah.
Thinking
and
happy
your
thoughts.
elbows is like this, and you want to get your breathing right.
Right.
And she says, I'm about to go up in there.
She told you to arch your back a little.
Arch the back a little bit.
Relax,
because the rectum gotta relax. Can't have a tense rectum when those fingers are going up there. And then Senny, she went up there for about 5 seconds and navigated with those fingers and said, "You're okay."
Right.
Oh my gosh!
Did you like it?
I did.
Did you like it?
I did. I really did. It's a weird feeling. Miss Miko, a little leakage afterwards.
Just a little bit.
I don't know why. I don't know what that's all about.
You know what it's about.
And I had to go to the bathroom, wipe myself a little bit, and then I went on about my day. Now, fellas,
I could have done without that.
fellas, what? Are you crazy? You don't have to do this. A knee-jerk reaction. So if Roe v. Wade was upheld, you would still do it? It doesn't make any sense to me. This is being proactive on steroids. You don't have to do this procedure. Even though Senny said it's reversible, leave that alone. Leave your body alone. You know what you need to do to protect yourself from producing babies or whatever. Knock it off. You don't need no procedure. And then and Senny says so cavalier. It's $3,000. Now, what if you want to reverse it? It might be more. It might be $3,000. Don't tell me it's $1,500 and then you come back 10 years later with that other $1,500. See how much it costs. It might cost $10,000. And what happens if you fall in love with someone?
You can do a reversal.
Yeah, but how you know how much it costs?
I'm looking it up right now.
And that's my whole thing. Why would you even do that? You got to understand. You don't have to do these things.
They said
vasectomies.
It said Planned Parenthood. It said $1,000
for what?
A vasectomy.
Okay, but how much does it cost to reverse it? It might be $1,000 to do it.
Says getting a vasectomy can cost anywhere between nothing and $1,000,
okay, but
including follow-up visits.
Okay, but how much does it cost to reverse it? You never know. It might cost another $1,000. It might cost $10,000 to reverse it. I don't know. But why would I do that to myself?
For a woman to get her tubes tied, it starts at $6,000. Wow. Yeah, starts at.
I'm not advocating none of this. I'm just saying, fellas, you don't have to do this because of a decision. Okay, boy, there's a spike on researching it. Why even researching it? Okay, I get researching. That's smart. It's smart to It's smart to do that. But to actually have this procedure because of a decision from the Supreme Court.
They're trying to protect themselves.
You have other ways to protect yourselves in doing that.
They're lazy.
Just like you talked about.
Because
they're
they
lazy.
don't like condoms because they can't feel it. I can't feel nothing if I don't have condoms
Senny J,
on.
if a man get
Please,
it's
so stupid.
If the man,
I don't feel nothing line.
No,
it's like a book they read it from or something. So y'all all can't feel nothing when a condom on.
It might be. We might have to question the vagina that they're in. But my whole thing is this.
They're saying it before
It
they
might be a rotten vagina.
They saying it before they even get in it.
They
You don't
have
know what
fellas.
you can feel. You haven't even been in here, bro.
Fellas.
They already saying nah.
Fellas.
What's that about?
Fellas, when I was running in these streets real dirty, I would use the Trojan extra. They got an extra thin one.
Can you feel it, Shawn?
Yeah, I felt it all. It's an extra thin. You get the extra thin Trojan condoms, my friends, and you could feel everything, bro. I'm telling you, it worked for me. You don't need to do all of this. You don't need to go to $2,000. You don't even know how much it costs to reverse the procedure. You don't need all of that. Okay, take the $3,000 and do something else with the money, and get the extra thin. Get the extra thin condoms. What else, Senny? Get the extra thin condoms. They're extra thin.
Yes,
Look them up, Miss Mika, if you don't mind. Extra thin Trojan condoms. Extra thin.
But a lot of
they
women
always work
are
for me.
allergic to latex.
Well, then we got.
So you have to look at the other.
There's plenty of
kinds.
vaginas out there that if that vagina's allergic, it should jump to the next one.
It's ultra thin, Shawn.
Oh, ultra thin.
And it's $6.99.
Right. Let me see the picture of it.
How
Let me
many
show
you
them.
get in there?
How many
3?
get in there? Well, how you don't. What concern of it is yours?
You should get about 3 in there.
For $6.99, how much is this in here? 3 count.
Okay, you get 3. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
There you go, guys.
Trojan, ultra thin.
This works. It's worked for me for years.
Not Shawn doing a testimonial.
Stopped a lot of babies.
DJ Zeem said he used lambskin.
All right, whatever. What did you do? Whatever.
Yeah, try them out. Right. Try out different condoms,
okay,
men.
I used what is it called? Ultra thin?
Ultra thin.
And Zeem used what?
Lambskin.
Lambskin. Fellas, what condoms have you ever used in your life?
Yeah.
Put it in the chat
Instead
room.
of y'all saying you can't feel it, tell me which condoms you've tried that you don't feel
Senny,
it.
this ultra thin condom, I tell you, it worked great. It worked great for me.
I'm sure it did, Shawn. That's what they're designed to do.
Yeah, they were ultra thin, and you felt everything. In comparison to the
regular
the
one?
regular ones,
the lifestyle,
the lifestyles, and all this crap.
The Godfather Solar Tracy Ray said, "I don't have to be concerned. I'm broke, disabled, and old." Oh,
let's knock it off, bro.
You
now with all
still
those
need to
hats
be-
you wearing,
men can keep making babies well
Exactly.
into their
I'm just saying.
golden years.
Nasty Princess Scott said, "I use my skin."
Yeah,
oh,
there you go.
princess.
She's a skin.
No,
There you go.
men, have more
Princess,
respect for
you're filthy,
yourself.
princess.
You don't know what's running around here, men. You need to protect yourself. Why are men so cavalier about not protecting themselves?
Because
What I want to know, that you'll even pressure a woman to throw her morals to the side to lay down with you.
Because the vaginas, the vagina.
Y'all know what's going on out here? All these STDs and HIV.
We don't
and
care.
all of that.
The vagina's like vanilla. When we look at the vaginas, we don't.
Oh my God.
It's like vanilla.
I'm
You
gonna
get
make
It's like chocolate.
No, and I'm gonna make sure my son
There's
is
nothing
not
you can do
out
about it.
here
It's-
running around
You
acting
just
crazy.
Nope, your son gonna do the same thing. He
No,
gonna
he's
jump.
not.
Yes, he is. He gonna
No,
jump
he's
right
not.
into that vagina
I'm
as soon
gonna
as he see it.
traumatize him. I'm gonna tell him you're.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes,
Don't
I
do
will.
that.
It will fall
Don't
off.
do that.
It will fall. He's
No.
young.
Nah,
enough.
don't do that,
He's
Senny.
11.
Senny, don't tell him
He
that.
still believes me. He
Nah,
doesn't even.
Senny, don't tell him that. But don't tell him that.
I
Senny,
will. I'm
seriously,
gonna be
don't
like,
tell
if
him
you
that
don't-
his penis gonna fall off and all this
It
horrific thing.
will.
It's
It
not.
will.
Senny, don't tell no. Don't do that to a child. Don't do that.
What?
Senny, don't do
I'm
that.
protecting him.
No, you're not protecting him. You're traumatizing him. Don't do
Okay.
that, Senny.
He'll
Let me talk to
learn.
him. Let me talk to him.
Uncle Shawn gonna talk
Let
to
Uncle Shawn talk to him.
No.
Let Uncle Shawn.
I've already talked to them, a little
Oh,
bit
my
about
God.
sex, so I will go further in depth. And
I wouldn't want to
know.
have no sex experience from you. You don't even have enough experience to even talk about sex to nobody.
I'm letting my son know what's going on out here. If you do not use protection, your penis will fall off.
So you would have him have this
Think about every
experience?
vagina is like, oh my God, no, you don't know what's going on in there. Deep, dark, black hole of
All he
craziness.
gotta do is get a whiff. That's all he gotta do.
He-
He
No,
knows
don't do
danger,
it.
danger.
Danger zone.
And you know what he's gonna do, Senny? He ain't gonna listen to nothing you say. When he jump in that first piece of vagina, it's a wrap. And that's just what you get. All right, guys. We see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
We are out of here. Senny, you are the worst. Don't tell me.
Bye, guys. Give me some tips.
Shut your mouth. That's the tip. And let Uncle Shawn talk to him. Get him them ultra thick condoms popping. Introduce him to Freakazoid for his first joint.
No.
It won't be Shasha Obama, I'll tell you that much. Get your son a little young Miami in his life.
No.
He'll be right.
None of that.
Wait a minute. Why his father can't talk to him? Because of what? No, that's not your lane. That's not your lane. Senny, that is not your lane. Oh, wow.